Hello, happy October. Well, I'm Talion Trevere here with Speedpaint Sunday, where I'm going to be painting a landscape in an hour. The one I have today is quite possibly even more complicated than the Narukami Shrine one, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I think part of the point of this challenge is to, well, challenge myself. So we'll give it a go and see how this turns out. Um, Having all of these buildings with all of this detail and stuff is definitely making me nervous. But I really like this landscape. I think it's actually, honestly, one of my favorite viewpoint shots. I just, I love the colors, just like the orange in the tree and this like golden light shining on the like Adventurers Guild building, and everything else being in these kind of hazy purple grays and orangey lights. And it's just very nice. So yeah, let's give it a try, I guess. And we'll see who or what is haunting my computer this time, I guess. All right. Oops, that's very big. Let's just go with the pencil. So unlike the Narukami Island one, I really want to try to kind of simplify this. I think I'll start by putting in the buildings with just like solid colors and then going in with more detail on them later. I think this is too high. So this border here is like, I think a little less than a third of the way up. So this is way too high. Maybe more like here. Why is my eraser so small? And at the beginning, at least, I'll definitely leave out the people. I might try putting them back in later if I'm feeling it, but probably not, to be honest. Oh my god, there's just so much happening here. Oh dear. Okay. And of course the big tree. Oh boy, can't really tell what the heck is going on in that sketch, but oh well. Let's go with that. All right. I think first I should probably start with the sky color. I think that'll just be easier. I think first I'll do that, and then I'll just cover this whole foreground area in that kind of just kind of purpley gray. That's way too dark. That's not exactly right, but let's go with it. Sort of like that, maybe. Just kind of blend it out a little bit. Definitely need some more pink in there. But most of this is going to get covered, so it actually needs to get more yellow towards the bottom. Maybe like that. Close enough, probably. All right. Now let's go in with this purpley stuff. So I think for a start, I'll maybe start with kind of 4 layers. One with this colorful gradient in the sky, one with the foreground kind of cobblestone gray, one for the orange of the tree, and then one for all of these buildings, which I think I'm going to just kind of average out to this tannish color, and then go back over them with details later, hopefully. Okay. So with that said, this stuff is going to be tricky. Is that good for a first pass? I think that more or less matches this part, but this part is obviously a lot darker. I guess I can just go back over that later. Or now, I'll just do that now. Let's get that a more darker, bluer. Way bluer. Like that, maybe? And bluer, I think. And then we can let it kind of blend in back here. Kind of like that, I think. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think this is going to need to get even bluer eventually, but we can leave that alone for now. Then back here for these buildings, this is going to be tricky because there's a lot of colors in there, but I just want to kind of flatten them out to one just for now. Okay, what would be good for that? That kind of works, I think. And it's kind of hard to say where any of this ends because it's all covered by the tree. But like in case there are gaps in the tree, I just want something to kind of show through in the background there. So I'm just going to fill it all in like that. To start. And then finally, let's go in with the tree color. This guy looks really cool, thank you. So I think I'm actually going to start with like the brightest parts, and then layer the darker ones over. Is that bright enough? Okay, this will be kind of maybe the second brightest parts. We can get some even brighter stuff in there later. It's just kind of around the outside of the tree, really, that you get the brightest areas of sun shining through the trees, through the leaves. Let's go with that. Let's go for the darker orange. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Be going some of these areas just a little extra. Okay, so kind of like that. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is start with the cobblestone parts first and start putting in some of the different values and shadows and stuff in there. First, I think this was the color that was on here. So let's get some of that into these other areas. Honestly, I kind of want to make, yeah, let's just make that whole area darker. I probably should have left out this light part, but I'll just have to put it in later. So this part is kind of a different color than the others because it's not the cobblestone, it's just water flowing in there, but let's leave it this color for now. Just put something there to mark that we're doing something later, but we'll go back. Do-do-do. Oh, jeez. What is going on? That's a good color for that. Try going a little more blue, actually. Hang on, let's put some of that in there. Try to define some of these other areas. All right, let's go with that for now. I want to go in and make this area darker. with a small brush, just trying to define the edge of these stones here. And then similarly, put some darker areas in here. This area we can put in some more light later. All right, kind of like that maybe. Also down here, it's a heavy shadow. A bit more lightly just in here. Now I also want to go in with the kind of more orangey light parts. Honestly, I think I'm just going to take a bright color and just try to kind of lightly layer it on. It's a bit darker, I think. Like that, maybe? I'm going to go with that for now, a little bit. These areas. This lighting is tough. Here. Oh boy. Let's just get a little bit of it in here too. And I want to try putting in something. I really don't like how this edge of the street looks. Do black magic. Yeah, it's a little bit. Can definitely be a bit surprising when you're just like putting in random stuff and then it somehow ends up coming together. All right, so this is kind of like a dark blue in there. Let's just put that in there like that. Just get some lighter colors in there for the water. There, that's water. Okay, let's see. I think I need to come back with more of this stuff in here. Maybe? Is that gonna do it? I think it would be good to try to put in some more of the bright areas. By which I mean like extra bright. A small brush and just do like the edges here. You know what? I think this is time for pen. But for pen, it needs to be not as bright. So kind of like that. I think that gives it the definition that it needs a little bit. Going with more of the darker colors in there too. Oops. Except again, I'd need something not quite as intense. All right, whatever, let's not spend too much time on that. I feel like I really need more of that warmth in this area. I'm not really getting it. Whoa. No, not pen time anymore. That's actually significantly better, I think. Okay, I really want to start going into this other background stuff here. This part kind of intimidates me the most. I kind of want to do these buildings first. Let's start with these. First of all, I think there's more of this kind of orangey pink that comes in from the side here, so I want to kind of maybe just like lightly brush that in. Hey, this color works surprisingly well. Kind of like that, I think. Put a little bit of it in here too. I just kind of put it everywhere, actually. Just give it a little bit of that glow. Except here, because here it gets more in shadow. All right, now let's try to put in some of those like brown parts. What color do I need for that? Oops, wrong brush. I think that'll do for now. Maybe. No, I think it needs to be just like warmer. Wait. Okay, I'm getting this shape wrong. So this house ends around here? No. Like here. Like that. There's some more like walls here that I'm kind of missing. You know what? I should probably go put those in sooner rather than later. This is actually kind of an extension of this wall back here. That's not the right color. Too many colors. That'll do. And I'll put some of the orange on it as well. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay. Where were we? We were doing this house. So I guess my leaves go down a little bit further than over there, but that's fine. There's other houses in there. And it's okay if they get kind of faded towards the back, because that's kind of what they do here anyway. Let's just get a little bit of stuff in there. I kind of feel like I should maybe be trying to put this on separate layers so it stands out more. But honestly, this picture is kind of so hazy to begin with that it maybe actually just kind of works to leave it less defined. So here you can kind of see that there's a lot of this orange glow on these buildings that would be nice to get in there also. Are we on time? We're about halfway done. Yeah, let me just go get an orange. I think this orange would probably work. And just kind of like brush that over everything. Not like that. Maybe just with the lighter brush. No. Not bad. I think my building ended up being a lot lighter than this one. I need my base color to actually go much darker. Do I care enough to fix that right now? I probably should, to be honest. But we do have so much other stuff to draw. So let's go and put in the building in the back here. And this is going to be interesting because it's like so far in the back and has so much of this like lighting on it that it's really hard to discern the actual color of it. It's just kind of the glowy orange all over the place. Let me just take this color that I have here and just kind of try to lightly brush it onto the background there. So like these roofs, I think are the color glorange, yeah. I think the roofs are like originally green, but with this lighting, you don't really get much of that at all. Like a little bit in this one maybe, but this building back here, it's just totally washed out. I'm just gonna try to like maybe just paint it in oranges. You know what? I think it's actually kind of working reasonably well. Okay. Let me just try to put in this staircase real quick. having that detail is just really going to help. And what bright orange do we have to shade this with? Even brighter. Too yellow. Get into some really small brush sizes here. Okay. Cool, cool. There's that. Now let's go back. Where were we? In here. Let's actually maybe try to take that brown and put some of that in there for this building. And let me try to put in this green that's not green anymore. I mean, actually, I can just actually go in with a green and then it's just going to be blended in by itself. Though it might end up muddied like that, but something like that. Got a little bit of green roof in here too. And put in some hints of it here. Yeah, sorta, kinda. Alright, oh man, we're running short on time. Okay, first let me just real quick put in the tree trunk, because I feel like we're really missing that. Get some branches in there too. Yeah, leaves don't just float. Crazy. All right, that's, I think, good enough for now. Just like clean that up a little bit. And actually, speaking of cleanup, I do kind of want to, I put in a whole bunch more than we actually need over here. Let's get some of that sky showing. There we go. Whoops. Wow, you can see that my sky is a lot more yellow than the original. I should fix that, but I don't think I have time. I really want to try to put in as much as I can of this, and I have 15 minutes to do it, and it's probably not going to happen. Okay, let's see. Let's see. How do I do this? So this side is kind of more in shadow, so it has more of that bluish tint to it. to start. Then, oh my gosh, this is all, yeah, I'm gonna try to add some more of that in here too. And let's just go right in with the gold. Let this gold be okay. Let's just get some of this other stuff in here. It's not the right color, but yeah, that just doesn't look right. Hang on, let's start a new layer for this. Paint all of this in with this color for now, and then go in with the details. Oh my gosh, I'm just messing this all up. No, it's not right. Okay, that's getting better. Let's clean that up. Oops. What layer was I on? Okay. It's probably as good as it's gonna get. Get a little bit of the green in there, maybe. just a touch. There's a little bit of the lighting in here too. Really brighten up this warm light in here. Go here too. There we go. This is going to help. There we go. That's much better. Let me try to fill in this area now too. Should I try to get in the green of these banners here? I can give that a shot. Doesn't need to stand out too much. Actually, I kind of want it to blend in with the brown. There we go. So they're there. I do want to keep working on that kind of, but I also kind of actually where did I have the this part? Let me just add the other. Oops. I'll just put that in just for fun. Right, the thing I wanted to do was maybe go in a little bit more with the leaves. Where did I have those colors? Actually, get that even darker and get some of these like oh, I also do want to fix the sky a little bit, but that's probably not going to happen. I put some yellow from. I'm just going with an eraser and just give this a little bit more texture. Okay, sky. Let's try that. Like that. That kind of works. The other last minute fixes. I think this might be about as good as it's gonna get. I'm noticing now how much like my perspective is kind of off on this. Like my version of this entrance thing is kind of more straight, while this is much more angled. But that's what happens when you draw things really fast. Yeah, it's definitely not an exact replica, but it has the vibe, I suppose. If I just look at it by itself. Sorta, kinda, a little bit. I'm actually pretty surprised by how well my strategy worked here. It's all just pretty much one color, but it kind of fits what was originally back here. Like a hazy dream quality. Yeah, that's really what I like about this original picture, that it has that nice hazy lighting. And I think my style, especially when doing these kinds of speed paints, also lends itself well to that that kind of thing. So yeah, cool. I'm again surprised I actually managed to get as far as I did. But yeah, not too shabby. Definitely could have had some like more contrast in the colors. I feel like these shadows in particular are just not nearly deep enough. Let's see, what else? And yeah, it's always this like things actually like glowing is very hard to reproduce. So I feel like I'm kind of missing that quality on these golden bits, but I managed to get it a little bit, I think. All right, cool. Well, that was exciting as usual, and we didn't have technical difficulties this time. Wow, for once. Cool. So thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed watching me do all that. Yeah, feel free to join me next week, same time, for more of this, or check out my game streams throughout the week. Ghosts on Vacation. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'll be back to streaming Humaniki on Tuesday, so we can continue exploring that stuff. And then, of course, Sunday's back to speed paints. Cool. Yeah, thanks for coming. Bye. Bye.